Thanks very much for joining me. I'm Lynn Sherritt, and this is Faces Friday. I've been really involved in a lot of Zoom conversations with school leadership teams, and this past couple of weeks, it's been with the Diocese of Lismore. Murray Deeps, principal of Holy Family, Skinner's Head in Australia, has shared with us all the work that he and his Learning Collaborative team have been doing in ensuring that their staff buy-in for the work of clarity, what matters most in learning, teaching, and leading. So they've looked at the impact of their work and they've reflected on what's embedded. So for them, parameters 1 and 14 are embedded. And parameters 6 and 11, so that's putting faces on the data, and 11, an inquiry approach to improvement, are being explored, and they're engaging in that. As well, they're engaging in learning walks and talks and the assessment waterfall chart. So these staff members have developed a video. I just wanted to emphasize that they have a learning intention, and that is we're learning to use collaborative inquiry, that's parameter 11, to explore the assessment waterfall chart so that we can be assessment literate. So that really has all the components of the we are learning to learning intention, including why are they doing that? To become assessment literate. So have a listen to this video that they've developed that really explores their learning journey map. Take a listen. In these meets, we always talk about the focus on learning. What is the impact of this journey having on knowing all our students' faces and how to teach each one? And of course, the video showed all of the dimensions that are working at this school to ensure that the impact is strong and positive, making a real commitment to every student's learning. And of course, we always talk about challenges. What are the challenges? And for this school, it's really ensuring that we're going slow to go fast. So these staff members are very excited and encouraged by the success they're experiencing. So slowing down to ensure that we're embedding the work is always important. And as well, prioritizing the time to do the work of learning, especially, for example, a case management meeting, 15 minutes at the beginning of every staff meeting. And so what's next for this school? Well, it's looking at that assessment waterfall chart on page 124 in clarity, making sure there are learning intentions and co-constructed success criteria in every classroom, and then going through the other components of the waterfall chart. And celebrating small wins, ensuring that we're always celebrating our wins and our successes with each student. And finally, their next steps are going to be embedding learning walks and talks so that they're walking with school leaders and teachers together, looking for evidence of their school improvement plan, for example. And there's always a question for me, and I think about what the answers might be. This one is, what about Bump It Up walls? Should they have names and faces on the Bump It Up walls and the work examples? And I say no, those are anonymous. And what about the students who are struggling and are at the bottom of the Bump It Up wall? Well, I always say it's really important to have 2 or 3 pieces of work below the most struggling student in the class. That's a real equity issue for me, so that students don't see themselves at the bottom. They see themselves midway up that Bump It Up wall. So thanks a lot for joining me. Thanks for our thoughtful journey in Faces Friday. See you next week.